What the f- Oh shit! Yo, y'all, welcome back to part 2 of reacting to scary animations. And I'm not even gonna talk too much, let's get right into it, y'all. The neighbor watch. Okay. Keep out. Yo, that's a creepy ass cave right there.
It all
Hell
started in October of 1996.
no.
Halloween night was in full swing, but little did I know, it would become the catalyst to a series of strange events that would change Halloween forever.
This animation look good as hell. Hold on.
You see, I was reaching that awkward age where I felt a little too old to be trick-or-treating. So joining the neighborhood watch seemed like a good excuse to participate without feeling too weird about it.
Would y'all ever join the neighborhood watch? Maybe. It depends on how I'm feeling. Me personally, yeah.
Anyway, that night, a suspicious-looking car with tinted windows had been spotted driving unusually slow through the neighborhood,
See, fuck
which
that.
had everyone a little on edge, especially the neighborhood watch.
Yeah,
We were all
y'all
assigned to
motherfuckers.
different zones, so we could all cover as much ground as possible, usually the areas that we were most familiar with, which in my case was the street near where I grew up, located at the far end of the suburb, which was essentially a cul-de-sac.
Okay. This neighborhood look.
After patrolling the streets for about an hour, I was yet to see any
An
sign
hour?
of the car, but I did
The
spot
fuck?
some trick-or-treaters standing at the entrance of the abandoned coal mine,
The fuck are
which
they
was a
doing?
little out of the ordinary, even for Halloween. At first, I thought it was going to be a simple case of telling the kids to head on home,
Fuck
but eventually,
that.
I got close enough to
Mind
realize
your damn business.
they were actually on the other side of the fence.
They on some creepy shit. Mind your business. Go home.
The
Hell
boy
no.
who was
Bring them
dressed
to the
as a
gate.
ghost appeared to be the youngest, being comforted by one of the older girls, who I assumed was a friend or an older sister. Both the girls were dressed as cheerleaders, while one of them did most of the talking.
Watch out, bro.
When I asked how they got inside, she told me that the gate was open.
You see how you sitting here having a whole conversation with these 3 creepy ass little kids? Go home. Fuck the neighborhood watch. Go home. Go home. They gonna kill you. Alright.
And they decided to explore the coal mine. But when they tried to leave, someone had already closed the gate, and they were trapped inside.
Come on, bro.
I was quite confused by this, since I wasn't aware of any groundskeeper on the premises, and I'd never seen the gate open before. To my surprise, the gate didn't appear to be locked at all, rather wedged into the pavement. I was quite sure there was a chain and padlock the last time I looked.
She's
Though it had been a
lying.
while since I'd been anywhere near the abandoned coal mine. It took a while to
Ooh,
bug
trying to
it,
open
but
this
eventually
shit?
I did manage to create a wide enough space for the 3 of them to pass
He's
through.
stupid. He's stupid. They go
After
just
one of the cheerleaders came through,
kill your
the young boy soon followed, before both running off, and I remember thinking it was kind of strange that they didn't wait up for the other cheerleader.
Kinda.
However, as I turned towards the entrance to the mine, I was shocked to see that she was gone.
What?
I wanted to get the attention of the others, but by then, it was already too late, and they had already mingled with the rest of the trick-or-treaters.
Get out of there!
It all happened so fast, I didn't even get around to asking any of them if they had seen the car with the tainted windows. It seemed rather pointless to speculate what might have lured the other cheerleader back into the tunnel, since I couldn't just leave her there by herself.
Says who?
So I entered
Says
the
who?
property to look for her
Tuh.
without thinking too much about it.
Said.
I'm not
Like-
sure what it was that made the old coal mine so creepy.
No way I'm walking to that creepy ass tunnel. Tell me, y'all walking to that creepy ass tunnel because a fucking kid went missing? That's probably not even real. I'm sorry, but like, my life come first. I'm sorry. No.
Some say it was shut down due to a series of tragic accidents, while others said it simply went out of business.
He's still
and
sitting
was
right
eventually
there. Yo.
sold to make way for the new housing development. What I never understood is why they decided to keep the lights on, but I guess there was some reason behind it. Either way, it was a place most folks would generally avoid, and I could definitely see why. I had no intention of going inside the tunnel, so I decided to stay quiet and listen for any telltale signs that someone was in there.
And then it
But all I
starts
could
raining.
hear was the gentle sound of raindrops begin to scatter on the ground around me.
Hell no, go home. Neighborhood watch is not that
Still
important.
reluctant to go inside,
Take your ass home.
I really didn't want to get completely drenched either, so I entered the tunnel, just far enough to shelter myself from the rain.
He's done.
And wait for it to pass.
You gotta sit. I walk home in the rain. The hell?
At some point, while waiting for the rain to stop or at least ease up a little, I heard a strange sound echo from deep inside the tunnel.
Uh-oh. Fuck was that? Oh, that's creepy as fuck. Yo, go home, please.
I couldn't see all that well, even with the lights on, and it wasn't long before I heard the sound again.
Y'all, he's done.
I remember being
This
scared,
animation
but also
beautiful.
curious at the same time.
Curious for
Perhaps at that moment I should have just assumed the worst.
what?
Nevertheless,
M2.
I found myself being drawn deeper into the tunnel.
Go fuck home.
Until eventually, I saw the silhouette of something up ahead.
Fuck that. Fuck that. Hey yo! No, that scared me. I don't know why that scared me.
Even
What
as
the
my
hell?
eyes became more accustomed to the dark, I still couldn't make out what it was.
You're
And
sitting there
finally
like,
decided I had already come
like-
close enough.
what's up?
But just as I was about to turn back, a flash of lightning from outside briefly illuminated the tunnel before plunging it
Oh,
into
shit.
complete darkness.
Stop doing that.
It didn't take me long to realize that the storm had knocked out the power, and while I stumbled in the dark trying to use the interval flashes
He's
of
still
lightning
walking
to my
towards them.
advantage, it only revealed the true hidden horrors of the tunnel.
What the f? Oh shit! Get out of there!
I don't
Run,
think I've ever
motherfucker!
run as fast as I did that night. And I still don't fully understand what I had just witnessed inside
Why
that
was they
tunnel.
so close?
In spite of everything, I still hadn't forgotten what lured me into the tunnel in the first place. And my concern for the missing cheerleader only grew stronger, now knowing the true dangers of the abandoned coal mine. I knew my best bet was to find the other two trick-or-treaters that were with her to get more information, and then alert the
Yo,
rest of the
he's
neighborhood
taking
watch.
this neighborhood watch too
A
serious.
daunting task, considering it was still raining, and most of the kids had probably gone home already. But fortunately, as I headed back to the suburb, I found them standing at the porch of one of the houses just beyond the cul-de-sac, doing their best to stay dry.
What is his obsession with these damn kids? They're no good. They're nothing but trouble. Go home. You're taking the neighborhood watch way too serious. Go home. You're so obsessed with these damn kids. You're doing it to yourself.
I explained what happened without mentioning what I'd just seen inside the tunnel, but their reaction wasn't quite what I was expecting.
You want them to be
When
shocked?
I
Like,
mentioned the other cheerleader, they seemed genuinely surprised. It was just the two of us, they said. I guess I felt relieved in some weird way that there didn't appear to be anyone missing, but I still couldn't explain what I saw in the tunnel,
he's trying
or
too
why I was
hard.
the only one who could see the cheerleader with the dark hair.
Because you're crazy.
Despite all the strange things I had already witnessed that Halloween, I couldn't help sense that it foreshadowed something far more sinister, just waiting to happen.
Wow. Wait. It's not over till it's over. Why are they looking at each other like that? It's not over till it's over. That was crazy though. His obsession with the... Oh shit. His obsession with the kids is crazy. He went in that dark tunnel for a cheerleader that didn't even exist. No. 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 Why are we getting closer? Wow. That was a good one. But he was so obsessed with those damn kids. Like, I generally don't understand. He was so obsessed with those kids for no reason. But anyways, on to the next story. Let's go. Okay, this next one is called My Dad's Dark Side, True Horror Story Animation by Wansi Entertainment. Let's get into it. Story number 2.
This isn't really a horror story, more like a glimpse into my parents' past before I was even born.
Okay.
When I was around 14 or 15, my mom told me about my dad's dark side. But let's get straight to it.
What was his dark
Before
side?
I was born, my mom and dad were a loving couple. Everyone in our hometown knew my dad well and respected him, if you could call it that. He was kind, loving, and a great person.
That's
But
good.
sometimes he had anger issues
Okay.
over little things.
Okay, hey now.
It wasn't anything too
I don't
serious,
like that switch.
or so I thought. One day, my mom was walking home after buying groceries. She was just minding her own business when suddenly she felt like someone was following her.
Hey.
When she looked back,
Hey.
she saw a creepy guy in a dirty
Watch
white
out.
tank top just staring at her. My mom felt uneasy but kept walking, trying to ignore him. But then, out of nowhere, the guy picked up his pace, walked right up to her, and slapped her on the ass.
Shit.
My mom was furious.
Oh,
She
he slapped
turned
her
to
in
him
the
and
ass?
yelled, "What the hell are you doing?"
Hey, what
The
are you
guy
doing?
just kept staring at her, saying nothing. That was enough to send my mother running. She sprinted home and locked the door behind her. Later on that evening,
Creepy-ass guy.
she told my dad about what happened. Let's just say he didn't take it well.
Oh, he about to
He
tweak
asked
out.
my mom in a cold, steady voice.
What did he look like?
My mom did.
As he should ask, because what if your wife come home, tell you, oh yeah, some random guy slapped me on the ass. What? We are on a manhunt for him. And my wife come home and tell me some
Did her
shit like
best
that.
to describe him, and when my dad figured it out, he realized it was one of his so-called buddies. Dad was furious. He didn't
Watch
say
who you
much.
call your homie.
Just told my mom he'd handle it, and he did. I don't know what time he left, but my mom told me he waited outside our house in the dead of night like he was expecting someone, and he wasn't empty-handed. He was
Oh.
holding something.
Yo.
Hours passed, and then there he was, the same creepy guy walking past our house. As soon as the guy turned his back,
Woo!
my dad lunged.
Oh yeah.
He tackled the guy to the ground, and they fought.
Oh.
Then my dad pulled out what he was holding, a katana. Not some cheap sword, a real one. A long, razor-sharp, historic-looking katana.
You're not playing with him.
And he used it. He sliced into the guy. Not deep enough to kill him, but enough to make him scream. For minutes, my dad tortured him. And when he
Yo.
was done, he stood over the guy, blood dripping from the blade,
Slice
eyes
him
cold
up.
and unrecognizable. Then my dad spoke. "Don't ever come back here," he said, voice like ice. "Or next time, I'll cut you into pieces and throw you into the river."
Who,
The
he-
guy cried
he
out
not
in pain
playing with
and
y'all.
ran, stumbling like his ankle was broken. We never saw him again. And if you think the story ends there, oh, it doesn't. A few years later, I was born.
Okay.
And my dad, he adored me, spoiled me even. If I wanted something, he'd get it, no hesitation. Of course,
Okay.
this drove
As
my
he should.
mom a little bit crazy. When I was around 3 or 4, I found a long, black case tucked away inside a drawer. Being a curious kid, I dragged a chair over, grabbed it, and started playing with it. It was heavy, but I still swung it around. A minute later, my dad walked into the room and froze. His eyes widened when he saw what I was holding. He rushed over, took it from me, and immediately put it on a high shelf. Then he knelt down, looked me in the eye, and said, "Don't ever touch this again."
Okay.
I nodded, and then, just like that, he picked me up, smiled, and said, "Let's go get some lollipops." I forgot about the whole thing. A year later, my dad got into a huge fight with his sister, my aunt. I was too young to understand what was going on, so I just hid in my room until it was over. Years later,
Damn.
when I was 14 years old, I finally asked my mom about it. She sighed and told me the truth. My
Okay.
aunt had gotten pregnant at a young age, before even finishing school, and my dad lost it. He was so angry, he grabbed that same black case. When he pulled out the katana, he wasn't just threatening her. He was ready to use it. He wanted to kill her and the baby. My mom had
His
to
own
physically stop
sister.
him, and it took months for him to calm down and
His
accept
own
my
sister.
cousin. When she told me all this, I couldn't sleep. Just picturing my dad standing there, holding that sword, ready to kill his own sister. It made my skin crawl.
Wow.
Now I'm 16. My dad is still a loving father. He has anger issues, but now he just cracks jokes to cool off. But something in me needed to know. One day I
Bro.
snuck into my parents' room, found the black
You kids be
case,
too
and
curious.
opened it. There it was, the katana. Mom's story was true, and there was
Why would she
still
lie?
old, rust-colored blood on the blade.
He gonna be right
It
behind
didn't
you.
smell,
He gonna be right
but it
behind
was
you.
there. I put it back, right where I found it, the same exact placement. And now, I try not to think about it too much. But one thing's for sure, I'm gonna stay in school and work hard.
Mhm.
Because I do not want to meet that katana again. Not that my dad's like that anymore. If I mess up at school, he just asks me what happened and buys me ice cream to cheer me up. He loves
Okay.
me, he loves my little brother, and he loves our whole family. And our neighbors, they respect him, love him even. If my dad ever struggles with money or food, they help, no hesitation. They
Word.
want to, because of everything
Alright.
he's done for them.
It's a happy
Life
ending.
is good now, but sometimes, when I think about his past, I still get chills. Because no matter how much he's changed, the katana is still there.
Hey, bro, he could be using it for protection. That one, it wasn't creepy. It wasn't scary. The dad really just had anger issues. But on to the last one. Okay, last story we're gonna be reacting to today. It's called True Monster Horror Story, animated by Horror Shorts Parties. Let's get right into it. Oh my god, this music is eerie as hell. True Monster Horror Story, narrated by Boundin Imagery.
This is one of the most disturbing things that I have ever encountered growing up.
What is
It
that?
happened a while ago when I was in my early teens. I had a cousin named Larry who was extremely socially awkward and didn't have much friends at school.
Larry!
My parents would force me to interact with him due to his lack of friends and inability to create social interaction.
We all got
This
that
is
cousin.
quite
bro.
understandable, as Larry's mother died from a freak accident at work a couple years back.
Damn.
She was allegedly killed in an incident where a forklift driver was backing up and had completely crushed her without hearing or seeing anything
Ooh.
due to the loud music he was blasting through his earphones.
Wow.
I wasn't exactly close with Larry, but considering we were both an only child, I'd figure hanging out with him more often couldn't hurt, as I knew he needed a companion who could possibly get him one step to getting some closure.
And that's still your cousin.
It was usually every Saturday that my parents would drop me off at his place. I would notice that Larry always had this look of fear and distress due to the mannerisms and body language he gave off every time I visited him. What made things even worse was the fact that his mom passed away just one day before his birthday,
Ooh.
so seeing him like this was completely justifiable. Dude, you okay? He just stood there, quiet, almost like the soul in his body was non-existent. Don't worry, Larry. I'm sure your mom is proud of everything you will accomplish in life, okay? You'll have lots to tell her in the afterlife. Larry then nodded his head and proceeded to the living room to watch some
Damn, he's
television.
sad.
I couldn't
Damn.
help but feel sad and remorseful about the whole ordeal,
Right.
as I knew losing his mom must have given him severe depression
Look at
due to
him.
how close they were growing up. I remember this one Saturday evening. My parents dropped me off at Larry's house to go attend a dinner that some older relatives were hosting that night. Usually, all the adults went, including Larry's dad, who was my uncle. I honestly felt an immense amount of remorse when I saw him as well, due to the look of anguish and misery on his face. I also noticed he had these visible dark circles around his eyes as
Nah.
if he hadn't slept in days, or even months for that matter.
Creepy as hell.
Hey boys, whatever you do, just stay up here and play video games. Food should be on the kitchen counter. Sounds good, Uncle. And whatever you do, do not go into the basement.
Why?
Why? I said do not go into the basement, damn it.
It's the mom's
There's
body
a
down
monster
there.
down there that will kill you both. You hear me? Yes, sir. I'll see you boys in a couple of hours. That's when Larry's dad headed out the front door, leaving me and Larry in the house all by ourselves. Not too long after his departure, I couldn't help but think of what Larry's dad was referring to when he said the monster.
Right. Right.
Was he hiding something down there that he didn't want us to know?
Maybe.
Was he saying
maybe.
that just to scare the living crap out of us? Whatever his intentions were, he definitely left me creeped out, but at the same time curious as to what this so-called monster was. Hey, Larry, have you ever seen this monster? Larry shifted his eyes towards me
Definitely
and then
did.
back towards the television, as if he wanted to awkwardly brush off the topic at hand. Dude, is there actually a monster in your basement? I
You'll
need
be
to
too
know.
curious.
I...
Yo, these kids actually be way too curious. Third story. The third kid, he's mad curious. Like, like, what's up, bro? You about to drag him down to the basement just to see what's down there and get yourself killed.
don't feel comfortable talking about this. So you do have a monster in your basement, huh?
He's still
Have you
going.
seen it? No, but I heard it before. Are you freaking kidding me?
He's like-
Dude, we have to check it out.
You be too
I
happy
don't
to
think that's a good idea. Let's go before your dad comes back from dinner. I promise, it'll only be 2 minutes tops. We'll act like nothing happened. Fine. Let's make it quick.
These kids be
But
too
we have
happy
to use a
to go
flashlight
ghost
because the
hunting.
light switch doesn't work.
They be way too happy.
That's
to
when
go ghost
Larry and I
hunting.
began to approach the basement, as I felt an adrenaline rush flowing through my body. I can't believe this is actually
The
happening.
fuck?
Am I really about to see a real-life monster?
You want to see monster
As
for
we
what?
made it down the steps, the first thing I noticed right off the bat was how dark everything was. I noticed Larry's dad had patched up the windows with cardboard and duct tape, which I found quite bizarre considering the light switch wasn't functional. I was left dumbfounded as to why he would want complete darkness down here. All I could see was dozens of stacked boxes and miscellaneous items scattered everywhere.
Son.
As we got a little further into the basement, Larry pointed the flashlight at a door that looked like an entrance to a miniature den room. We both noticed that the doorknob had no lock on it, nor was there any padlock preventing us from
Please
opening
do
the
not
door.
open it.
That's where I heard the monster last time.
Whoa. Back
What
up.
the hell is that? It's the monster. That's
Monster.
when I cautiously approached the door,
Hey,
as Larry followed behind me while holding the flashlight towards my
Ghost hunter
direction.
for what?
I could honestly feel my heart throbbing so hard to the point
Shit,
where I
me
felt
too.
like I was legitimately about to have a heart attack. I then grabbed the doorknob and opened the door
Uh-oh.
in one
Uh-oh.
quick motion,
Whoa.
only to see a man stripped down to his boxers, drenched in
Who
blood.
the fuck is
The
that?
man had his hands bound to the wall with steel chains.
Oh,
and had
that's
large
probably the
gashes
person
all
that killed
over
the
his body,
mom.
almost like he had been tortured and cut countless times.
That's probably the person that killed the mom,
He
and
looked
the
extremely
dad is torturing him.
distraught and
Okay, okay.
malnourished, almost like he had been held captive.
That's
for
definitely
months.
who that is.
Who are you, sir?
Free me before the devil comes back.
I could vaguely
Oh.
make out what he was saying, as the man's teeth had decayed and deteriorated from the gums on his mouth. Me and Larry both stood there, our jaws dropped
Whoa!
in awe
Holy
and disbelief. What the hell are you two doing
Oh.
down here?
He's the devil. He's the devil. Free me.
I'm sorry, Dad, we didn't mean to disobey. Close the door right now and get the hell upstairs before I beat the crap out of you two.
Uh-oh.
That's when me and Larry quickly made our way upstairs and into the living room.
He looks mad as
We
hell.
sat on the couch and continued watching television while Larry's dad approached us and said, I don't want none of you little brats to say a damn thing to anyone about that monster downstairs. You got it? Yes,
Ooh,
sir.
nah.
Yes, sir. Definitely. Any of you say anything, and I swear to God, I will lock you in that room with that monster.
He not playing with y'all.
It's been a couple of years since that bizarre incident had occurred. I now have a family, and I'm a full-time insurance broker. I haven't communicated or visited Larry since, and quite frankly, I don't think I ever will. I haven't told my parents about the situation due to the fear that Larry's dad instilled in me. As a matter of fact, I don't even think they talked to him either, as Larry's dad has completely shunned our entire family and relatives away. I speculate
Is
that
Larry
the man
okay?
I saw that night had something to do with the death of Larry's mom. As I write this to share with the internet, I still ponder if that man is still locked in Larry's basement after all these years.
He's definitely dead by now.
Should I say, the monster.
Wow. Well, y'all, that was the last story for today. Come back tomorrow for part 3, and we gonna get lit. I'm gonna react to 5 stories tomorrow instead of 3. I'm gonna react to 5 tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna react to 5 tomorrow. Anyways, I'm gonna catch you on the next one. See y'all. Peace out.